When I was paragliding in India, I broke this phone. Now, if you're asking why did I get a phone with me paragliding, I forgot, okay? So, picture this is me, right over here. And this, right over here, is like a mountain. I'm about to go down the mountain, and then the whole city is beneath. I'm very, very high as an elevation, okay? As I'm as when I'm going down, my feet hit a rock instantly. On this mountain, it's like lots of rocks. It's in the middle of nowhere, but there's a city beneath. And I almost lose my shoe, but I get it. I fasten it, while the trainer nearby, right next to me, which is right behind me, fastens me. Okay, everything's going good. I'm going down. I've just experienced what paragliding is. Okay, it's cloudy. It's very, very cloudy. And as I'm descending down, the wind gets very, very chaotic. So immediately, what happens is I start going into a rotation around and around, like a rag doll, like this, like this. Basically, I was going in all directions. I was even going upside down at one point, because my trainer wanted to have a little bit of fun. So he led me on a roller coaster there. He basically made me go in all sorts of directions for the thrill of it. I had a GoPro, but I didn't have enough money at the time to say that I needed the GoPro footage. So unfortunately, I don't have the footage for you guys to actually have it of how maybe you could see my phone launching out of my pocket later, but that's later. That's later. And as I'm going through this one particular cloud. See, this is me, right? This is me. I go like this. I go up in the air, really, really up, above the cloud. I could see absolutely nothing. There was no clouds. I could just see clouds beneath me. And then I go like this, down, down, down. And I go sideways, 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 like this, like this. It was like a game. It was literally like a game. And as I'm going down toward the city, which I can see, it's pretty nice, it's pretty beautiful. I can see the entire city. I'm getting ready to have food. As I'm landing, I crash. I crash into a bug field. A bug field. Now, immediately when I landed, the landing wasn't so intense. As I landed, I braced, okay. I got a bit of soil on me, okay. I'm a bit dirty. That's expected, okay. It's an Indian farm, middle of nowhere. I'm at the very bottom of this mountain, and who knows, I may could have crashed into the city. At least it wasn't that, because then I think someone just run off with my phone. So when I landed, right over here, there was tons of red bugs on me, and I had to get them out as fast as possible. Right? That this was me. This was me. My sister was landed happily. Nothing happened to her. She landed in a pile of grass with no bugs in it, fortunately. But me scraping this off, I'm not actually sure about that. Maybe she scrubbed them off. Maybe I'm trying to play it cool, but as I'm doing this, right, getting it all off my chest, off my legs, and seeing like 1,000 ants on me. As I check my body for each of them, and as the trainer checks it for each of them, we say, okay, okay, everything's gone. Now I can get up. So he helps me up. I get up. I'm like this. And then the other trainer, and another Indian farmer that helped my sister throughout her paragliding journey held out this and said, "Is this your phone?" Oh, by the way, the back was completely shattered. Just noticing, like, I could clearly see that the back was shattered. I had no case or screen protector at the time. So this was naturally expected. Immediately, I thought maybe there's just a few scratches. Okay, it's not that bad. Maybe it just got out like 10 feet before I landed, you know? No, no, no. I grabbed the thing and instantly my fingers were hurting because of the glass that shattered out. And as I'm picking up this phone, okay, I try to hold on the power button, try to do everything, troubleshooting, open it up, and all I see is green lines. Green lines. Okay, then I'm like, okay, I can get it repaired in India. That'll be fairly easy, right? Right. So I calmly just go up into the car, get my sister, and then we go back. And as we're going to the hotel, I try to see the options in the city of an Apple repair shop, anything. There's not a repair shop for hundreds of miles away. I was in the northern state, so like maybe once I get back to the main city, which is Jaipur by the way, Jaipur, maybe I can see if there's like an Apple repair shop. I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is. So I enter this repair shop. I booked the appointment from the Apple website. I'm like, hey, I need this repaired. Here's my Apple insurance, whatever, whatever. I actually couldn't do it because they said you need to have the receipt. I didn't have the receipt. I gave them all the records, but I didn't have the receipt. And they said, even if you did have the receipt, even if you did, it would take more than 20 days and you have to pay nearly $2,000. $2,000 just to repair. Just to repair. And most likely it would just be a replacement because of how damaged the phone was. So I'm sitting in the chair. I'm realizing that I cannot get this for another month until I come back to the US. And I'm like, hold on. I'm screwed. But this could actually be pretty fun. I mean, I'm not wasting any time on this, and to be honest, not really much comes of this anyway, other than this YouTube channel, which has been recorded on a computer, by the way, not even on a phone, so useless too. So, surviving 30 days without a phone. It was very manageable. At the time, I had swimming, I had a gym, and I was visiting lots of friends and relatives in India. Not only that, but I was hanging out with a lot of people at the time, and the way I got people's numbers, by the way, was through Instagram. And I could access it through the web, and I was asking people, like, what's your workout routine? Wholesome questions like that. And that's how I essentially hacked the ability of this. And it would actually be kind of disciplinary. For instance, if I'm in the gym, I'll be forced to talk to people, forced to grow my social skills. Not only that, but to be honest, no music builds a lot of discipline when you're going to the gym or doing something difficult in the period. And obviously, I would have access to the internet, obviously, through my computer, obviously. But not having a phone at you all times and being outside, just present in the moment, gave me a whole new perspective on how people lived before this. and just how much of a difference it can make. Because at first it felt extremely boring. I was trying to like journal things down, trying to be productive, but nothing really sticked until the weeks came by and it naturally came as a routine for me to take upon. Very, very natural. Very, very natural. And once I got off this phone from the 30 days and got it repaired, once I came back, I started to miss those days because those days were the days that I wasted the least time, and enjoyed my time the most. And I took the idea of a dopamine detox to the max you could possibly take it to. No dopamine, healthy dopamine. Well, no, there was dopamine, but it was very healthy. Very, very healthy forms. And not only that, but I grew from it tremendously. Hope you have a good one.